Hello viewers, welcome to SKTV News. This is Primetime English News. First, the headlines. Joint CEO Manipur writes to Election Commission of India seeking repoll in 6 polling stations. Zero voters turnout recorded in 6 districts of eastern Nagaland amid shutdown call. BJP Manipur president denounces poll-related violence, demands action against culprits involved in attacks on party workers. Petroleum tanker drivers resort to quit steering wheel protest, demand action against perpetrators involved in March 16th attack on trucks convoy. INC candidate Bimol Akoijam belittles BJP leaders' lack of ideology, accuses ruling party of fueling poll-related violence. And armed miscreants yet again strike Kautruk area last night. No casualty reported. With the rise in digital world, we extend our welcome and gratitude to our viewers for supporting the most trusted and first ever OTT platform SKTV in Manipur that can be watched globally. Now the news in detail. The Joint Chief Electoral Officer of Manipur, Ramananda Nomaikakpam, has sent a written intimation to Election Commission of India ECI Secretary Madhusudan Gupta requesting for repoll in 6 polling stations of the Inner Manipur Parliamentary Constituency. In the letter, the Joint Chief Electoral Officer cited eruption of mob violence and several instances of destruction of electronic voting machines EVMs, VVPAT, among others at Moirang Kampu Sajeb Upper Primary School polling station number 3/11 in Kurai constituency, Khoman Zone 4 polling station number 5/31 in Tongju constituency, Iroi Swemba Upper Primary School Eastern Wing polling station number 10/1, 10/6, 10/7 and Khaidim Makhalekai polling station number 18/22. Notably, in Moirang Kampu Sajeb Upper Primary School, mobs set on fire EVM, VVPAT and poll-related documents after an elderly man was injured in firing by armed miscreants. In the 3 polling stations recommended for repoll, the CEO cited mob violence which resulted in destruction of EVMs. In Khaidim Makhalekai polling station, the CEO cited poll disruption after a group of unidentified persons casted 61 votes forcefully. Adhering to the call of Eastern Nagaland People's Organisation ENPO to abstain from taking part in Lok Sabha election 2024 by the letter, the 6 districts of Eastern Nagaland on Friday recorded nil voting percentage as citizens remained indoors and polling stations were left empty. Apart from the extraordinary display of absenteeism, no untoward incidents were reported. Out of Nagaland's total 13.25 lakh voters, the 6 districts in Eastern Nagaland, namely Twinsang, Shamator, Kifire, Noklak, Mon and Longleng account for 3,34,124 voters. According to data shared by the Chief Electoral Officer in Nagaland, the approximate voter turnout trend at 4 p.m. in all the 6 districts across Eastern Nagaland was recorded as nil. Reports from polling officials across Eastern Nagaland also highlighted that none turned up to vote at the 738 polling stations spanning across 20 assembly constituencies. Even the 20 MLAs of the area refrained from casting their votes. It was learnt. Residents of Eastern Nagaland legislators were cordoned off by volunteers of respective tribal organizations to avoid any law and order situation. In Kifire district, the day passed off without any untoward incidents as citizens kept to their homes. Similarly, in Twinsang district, the 80 polling stations reported a complete absence of voter turnout. The same scenario was witnessed in districts of Mon, Longleng, Noklak and Shamator. The decision to abstain from participating in the electoral process stemmed from the Chenmoho resolution enacted on February 23, 2024 not to participate in any central and state election, while pressing for the realization of the Frontier Nagaland Territory FNT demand. In a public notice, the ENPO had also called for an indefinite total shutdown with effect from 5 p.m. April 18th all over eastern Nagaland jurisdiction. On Friday, Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio affirmed that the state government does not have any problem with the ENPO's demand for FNT, as it has already recommended autonomous powers for the region. Now, the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP has denounced the unwanted incident occurred in several polling booths during the first phase of Lok Sabha election yesterday. In a press meet held at Thambal Changlen and Nityapa Chuthek, President of BJP Manipur Pradesh A. Sharda expressed her resentment over the incident, calling the incident of party agents being attacked during the electoral process as highly condemnable. Sharda said that this isn't a new development and that similar incidents have taken place in earlier polls as well, where few even received bullet wounds during parliamentary elections in the past. Sharda said the party have also lodged a complaint with the ECI, citing preliminary reports of BJP workers getting arrested or threatened. Booth capturing, rigging of votes and coercion of voters were allegedly occurred in several booths across various assembly segments. The constituencies where disturbances were reported during the polls are Thongju, Khurai, Andhro, Sekmai, Moirang, Oinam, Kairao, Ketrigao and Sugnu.
Taranipan suba Lok Sabha election da miyamna sa isagi oiba democratic right adu pibinana magidamakta thopiraktana sigumba election na sida vote pibiba isag pibam thokwa right adu ko pibi sigidamakta hainingai leitana amuka suhanna Bharatiya Janata Party ki side tegi thagaba pondokchari ekoi ngarang jaga kharada nungaitaba thogdok khara thoi hariba nungaitaba thogdoksing adu Bharatiya Janata Party ki side tegi so open yawa singu hainingai leitana thamoi sokna awaba tarubya jari loinana singma thogdok asima tungda thoktana na ba ekoi appeal tawjari loinana thogdok adu koina condemn tawi.
Petroleum tanker drivers launched Quit Steering Wheel protest, denouncing the attack on transporters on April 16th on National Highway 37, which left 2 drivers injured. Marking the protest, tanker drivers today converged in front of the Malam oil depot and staged a demonstration. Speaking to the media, the drivers lamented the failure of the government to arrest culprits involved in the attack. They further blamed the government for the attack as prolonged demands for adequate security measures along National Highway were ignored. The indifferent attitude towards the plight of drivers is the result of frequent attacks on the transporters by armed miscreants, the aggrieved driver said. The drivers further informed that they will not call off their quit steering wheel agitation till the demands to arrest the culprits is met.
Sang de adraba no mi pola pola passenger ka lakna ta asuna ta ba lega ki issue hoiba or asida nutrient da lejari ba draba ko na tu khabi pa aso kon ya pa ki hang na hala pa si nang halakna ba to birakna ba haidna ba protest ho jabri draba mo da so ko na ba pan ba thola ko mutam da mamang de corona de ki so adum competition ne har ka bi like ki madu akoi competition thangba yaudri akoi ki draba chi naw brak ki apna khagat pa donor certificate khagat da transporter certificate khagat ba asina tana government side ki competition thangba masibuk laitri front line da leibne haidra mayam on di lokko pire injan bire so ko na ba ta kan da ko ata na masibuk ko kan de haitare aduna makha ta ko ta sidi akoi yar ro ya haidra protest ho akan mamung ne aso no ta.
Now, the INC candidate Angomcha Bimola Koizam has said that the cadres who adhered to true ideology of BJP must be embarrassed of the immoral behavior and uncivilized acts of BJP leaders. In a press meet held yesterday at Bimola Koizam's residence in Kashamthong, he expressed discontentment over the unfolding incidents which allegedly took place on the day of the election. He stated that even if the authority concerned fails to take cognizance of the incidents, central agency will eventually unmask the perpetrators. Every section of the society must condemn the disruption caused at certain polling booths. He further said that such barbaric culture must be uprooted.
चाहे खान दे जब तो हल्ले के मिखल सिदी हाने के साधारण रेगुलर इलेक्शन दोंगे लोबी गनु मैम सु उबिरमनि को अनप्रेसिडेंटेड अमुक थोखि रिबो मोंगे इलेक्शन ने हंदा के जे को याम पुनगा पब्लिक कॉन्शियस ओइदना थादा नब तौन रे बसिदा अमुक थेंगदा बदुम कोइबा इथिल हौरे बदु माइना पॉजिटिव ओइबा पोट मैम द नेगेटिव ओइबम सु यावख्रे बसे जे वायलेंस माइन तो वसी मैम सु थेंगरा मोइन खाली हान को कैपिटल सिटी मक्तदा तौरिबा मवोंग इन्वॉल्व तौरे हाइबा ग्रुप सिसु मोइ क्लैरिफाई तौजरक्सनु को वायलेंस याम ओइबा नुपी दगा मखुरी मेले गाइन थेंग आइमोन याम तीन थवाइ सु एबो को and I am telling you BJP in Delhi in other states will be embarrassed to say there the conduct of the BJP Manipur state unit. They will be ashamed to see that this is our BJP cadres behavior in the state of Manipur.
Meanwhile, former Minister K. Ratan Kumar said, keeping aside winning or losing the election, the incident has woken the people. INC has nominated Angumsa Bimolakoijam to eradicate the culture of corruption and to bring a change in governance. Dismayed with the events, K. Ratan Kumar lamented the distressing scenes of assaulting a woman, firing and intimidation by unknown miscreants. He said Congress has already filed a complaint to CEO Manipur and ECI for a report.
Imphal East, West, Adige Khawal, Bisenpur, Tokriba Mamsa, party site, election commission, Angapala, Masigi report, Taunanava, Kulai Pibe or any XYZ or a group or Tori Mamsi, people like Torka doing. Other people get support out they come and automatically they will collapse. A party Atugi, one act, Natabida, a choke web mem, Telamatamda, Web Ama, Ture Zikaginoda, Kuna, Mayam Kudumaki Masigi, Apambo Oiba, Adia Hydopungam, never Mayama was a bit more now. A key Valatana, Hyrakusin, Maramu, Kanda, Adugi, like minded Mayam Siki, Punchilapa, Mikaro, Badegi, Akugi, Yam Kalapa, Mas Mumbin Morapa, Adul Masaki, people's movement Ama, when a lakumatam that day. I think no force can defeat it, so will prevail. Adu can do the Tazabale.
Amid reports of poll-related violence, armed miscreants attacked Kautruk village under Lamsang police station by firing several rounds last night. The incident occurred about 9:30 p.m. According to an information received from the spot, the armed miscreants intruded the village from Bethel and Harautel areas in Kampopi district. Security forces of Kautruk also retaliated to the attack. However, no casualties were reported. Over 250 goods-laden trucks are currently stranded in Jiribam district owing to the indefinite ban imposed by the transporter body along the National Highway 37 Imphal Jiribam Road. The transporters plying along the NH 37 launched the agitation in protest against the attack on the truck convoy on April 16th, which left 2 drivers injured. The ban came into effect on Thursday. Ban supporters were seen enforcing road blockades along the highway, preventing the movements of any vehicles, including those engaged in construction works of many projects. The transporters vowed to continue with the agitation until their demands are met, including punishment against the culprits involved in the attack and adequate security for transporters. The transporters also demanded compensation for the 2 drivers injured in the attack. Imagi Maira has demanded those responsible for poll-related violence yesterday to reveal their identity within 3 days. Convener of Imagi Maira, T.H. Sujata, also sought the arrest of those responsible in causing injury to a female voter and inflicting gunshot wounds to an elderly male voter within 7 days. In a media briefing held at Thangjing Hall of Press Club today, T.H. Sujata further expressed dissatisfaction at the unwanted poll-related events that occurred yesterday. She said, "We do not have the right to vote for the candidates of one's choice anymore in this democracy." Sujata even went further to mention that the government can take one's lives if they are against it. How does the government plan to end this crisis in the given context? Questioned T.H. Sujata.
Masa-masa democracy right masa-masa apa mi the vote pigo ko yasna tabegi system ama yo pot se masi apo yang nuaite maram di isa ki democracy right independent oina vote thana ba thangalatra ka kamaina lan thina duino ba aduna sarkar ta to biri pot se asem ba chap chaba ma habiro taseng na habada sarkar bu sogota ba praja mi andi hingba ya roi hara ka pulo hat ke hatu husin na sakhang da ba nam thole ba sakhang da ba hais ka ri no ba Sakang dapat tim thumai pa possible kari hai at hano ba. Pari blue se class tare or season abang amdre hai bado. Ngarang election dino proof point kare ba. Masai democracy ne ba, masai right ne ba. Madu na kai dito bang thuke bado. Madu kun pula mo ta athoma mo tanda. Hari ba video mo ki manus da ne. Thiraga ne madu pula mo to punishment pi kadam ni pi da bata raga di sarkar se lehi be ki pathok ta re hai raga ni. Maram di bata mama da law ki matai. Banglo se sarkar ki damang ni miyam ki damang ne hai bata di. Miyam ke to ki to wo hali no ba.
Arambai Tengol has been accused of brutally assaulting Yumnam Santa, the INC agent of 6x3 Kiangai Haibu Makhong High School polling station in Kairao constituency yesterday. Speaking to media at the residence of INC candidate Bimola Koijam, Khoirom Medha, the younger sister of the victim, opined that there are reasons to believe the involvement of Arambai Tengol in the assault of Yumnam Santa. Interference in the election by individuals claiming themselves to be the guardians of the state is uncalled for, she added. Medha urged whoever was responsible for the incident not to repeat such an act in the future.
Akoi convenient tholai ba moina akoi da changjal ga akoi yot ke hare akoi kamani hingdoi no ba ti jing akoi aina myam da yoni baje ta se ha na di kwa ku ki la ka da be akoi da ki ba fawra me ba isa yauri ba aina mama ama oina aina aki ba fawra ji kari bino ba moina to giri ba thak se kari no sine da ba nga ke na thopi ta giri la ba nga ku ko ta lai biu bo to ma sai open taw ke ya da baidam tam bi hat ke tu ke taw ko tu di moi ta se na mai a open taw ninga di moi ta bo taw ra ju to moi dum taw ko na adu ju taw ngam da ba adu ga nga sai gi asu na so ma thira ga nga sai gi hat pa tu pu ta ba ta ba ji ta se nai thamoi de ya ning
Meanwhile, Yumnam Santa said he was assaulted by miscreants for raising his objection against booth capturing attempt by the latter. He further disclosed that some men clad in black outfits barged into their house late evening and intimidated his family members. Condemning the act, Santa drew the attention of the authority to conduct a repoll in the said polling station, citing infringement of voting rights to many others.
Polling manungsida niyom lan election taro pa haitai aina niyom suna vote tawsi magi pifam to mi da vote pihan si lan du sanga kanu haiben yokoi masa khang da mi kharna sangkhala ga ai si mapan tholo wari sa se na hai hanna hai aina hai ai polling agent ni noina wari sa ji ha su foreign vote wala kan wari sa si ai thu ye na haiben nga le ga kana moi na ha manga taru pimu sa pakang bu haitai adun sangkhala ga ai polling manung dei sing tokpani moi ni fu yang hai mung sa ga ai mung yam ta na fu bani kan munare dagi ai loina bi adu ai sanati si muin ai sakala ubani ai moi gari da pa pura ka jumma kai do ga na khan ma mali aduna aina mata ida thamjani di yaraga di hai polling ji su repoll to bi ha se ai mari le na pasin dai hai jage.
The full rehearsal of state-level Khongjom Day celebration to be held on 23rd April was conducted this morning at Khongjom War Memorial Complex at Kebaching in Thobal. As part of the practice session, Thobal DC Ahantem Subhash inspected the Martyrs Memorial, Pauna Memorial Site, Khongjom River and Sankirtan Pandal in the complex and directed the concerned officials to complete the incomplete projects. Thobal District Administration along with police officials attended the program. Meanwhile, Mine Irrigation and Forest Division Thobal have taken measures to keep the memorial complex neat and tidy. Deputy Commissioner and District Electoral Officer of Technopal Krishna Kumar has concluded the third and final round training on conduct of poll process for the polling personnel of Technopal District at the Multipurpose Hall DC Complex Chandel today. Additional DEO Technopal Mohammad Asghar Arzad has imparted the trainees on their role, duties and responsibilities as a polling personnel and to ensure a free, fair and transparent and peaceful election in the second phase of general election to 18th Lok Sabha 2024. A discussion cum meeting of the sector officers, civil and sector police officers was also held at the conference hall at DC Complex Chandel. DEO DC Technopal shared and explained regarding movement plans, assessment of security and appeal to the officers to coordinate among themselves and to cooperate with the polling personnel. The District Election Office of Ukhrul has called up reserved polling officers for training session which will be its last batch at UHSS today. The training session was done in group wise and shifts. Male polling personnel were given hands on practicals while women personnel were given a theory class in the morning shift. Later, they interchanged the session in the afternoon. The master trainers imparted training on operation and sealing of EVM, sensitization of EVM, VVPAT, handling mock poll, actual poll, filling of various form 17A, 17B and 17C, presiding officer's diary, etc. The training also includes use of mobile applications such as Polestar, e-Atlas, tracker apps and webcasting equipment. The training was given to 89 polling officers, out of which 22 were women and 67 were men. The District Election Office of Ukhrul has appointed 19 sector officers and 21 micro-observers for the 2 assembly segments, that is 44 Ukhrul ST and 45 Chingai ST. Manipur Governor Anusuya Uike and Chief Minister N. Biren has extended well wishes to the people of the state, especially to the Jain community, on the sacred and auspicious occasion of Mahavir Jayanti, the birth anniversary of Lord Mahavira. In her message, Governor Anusuya Uike stated that Lord Mahavira, an apostle of peace and non-violence, showed humanity the path to salvation through love, compassion, mercy and abdication of material elements. His teachings transcend all barriers and his everlasting message of peaceful coexistence rings true even now, she continued. While remembering and celebrating the birth of the apostle of peace, let us follow the spiritual and ethical path propounded by Mahavira's values of living in harmony and brotherhood, she added. Meanwhile, Chief Minister N. Biren in his message also conveyed his greetings to the people of the state, especially the Jain community, on the occasion of Mahavir Jayanti. An apostle of truth and righteousness, Lord Mahavir was the 24th and the last Tirthankara of the Jain faith, propounded that ahimsa is the supreme moral virtue. His teachings, emphasizing on non-violence and leading a virtuous life, holds relevance today, especially as we seek peace and normalcy, he mentioned. Additionally, R.K. Imo has also extended well wishes to the people of the state on the occasion. A voter from Khoman Zone 4, Saikhom Biren, has clarified that his comments on social media claiming Arambai was responsible for proxy voting at his polling station 5/31 was a mistake. In a press meet held at Thangjing Hall of the Press Club, he stated that the EVM had already been destroyed before he went to vote. He stated that considering what others had reported about Arambai, he instantly responded to media without any evidence. He further clarified that those words were made by mistake and apologized to the Arambai Tengol for his mistake.
Thadab sangma matamda aina thadabamduda 5/31 Khoman Zone 4 ayana sangma matamda bo thadab loire haibudigi aina sawu thorpa matamda nipi musa kharana muni mangna budigi aramai ne haibudigi aja aramai ko aramai ne haibudu ayage soibani ayake arambani lebang miyam amadi isajing aramai ne ngapiu aduga ayaki matanda aramba medada aramba pau santokibudo aduma thapiro haina mehaimba haijeri.
The All India Trade Union Congress AITUC has slammed the state government for remaining a mute spectator in relation to the recent ambush near Kaimai on the Imphal Jiribam road. In a statement, L. Sotin Kumar, the General Secretary of the Union, warned of continued protests if the authorities fail to address the challenges faced by the truck drivers. It further said the union will hold discussions with driver unions, associations and civil society organizations to consider imposing an indefinite quit steering strike along Imphal-Dimapur road. The union also maintained that the government should bear all consequences of its inaction. And in quick sports news, Maramba Hyanglam Kangkhut entered semi-final after qualifying quarter-final match in the first laid CH Amutombi and laid E Motilal Ningsing Kumon state level Kendra-wise Open League cum Knockout Kang Tournament 2024. Maramba Hyanglam Kangkhut defeated Walida Wabagai Kangkhut by 18-17. Meanwhile, LSK Wangoi Kangkhut and KKCO Keshamthong Langum Likai Kangkhut will play the last quarter-final tomorrow. The tournament is being organized under the supervision of Hawk and Walida at Wabagai Awang Likai Community Hall since March 28th. Nesu Khurai, FC Lamjau and Trau Kwakethel beat their opponents in today's matches of the 16th Manipur State League 2023-24. The Northeastern Sporting Union Nesu Khurai defeated Nambul Mapal Athletic and Cultural Organization NACO 4-0. Tidim Road Athletic Union Kwakethel defeated Rahi UC Kamjong 6-1 and Football Club Lamjau defeated Nisa Thamiban 3-1. And that is all we have for now. But before we wrap up, here are the headlines once again. Joint CEO Manipur writes to Election Commission of India seeking repoll in 6 polling stations. Zero voters turnout recorded in 6 districts of eastern Nagaland amid shutdown call. BJP Manipur President denounces poll-related violence, demands action against culprits involved in attacks on party workers. Petroleum tanker drivers resort to quit steering wheel protest, demand action against perpetrators involved in March 16 attack on trucks convoy. INC candidate Bimol Akoijam belittles BJP leaders' lack of ideology, accuses ruling party of fueling coal-related violence. And armed miscreants yet again strike Kautruk area last night. No casualty reported. Thank you for watching SKTV News, the first ever OTT platform in Manipur. Please visit SKTV website skyic.in to download SKTV app and watch news and various other programs through the website. You can now access Google Play Store to download SKTV app. Join us for exclusive interviews and comprehensive analysis of current affairs in Manipur. Thank you.